What's up, everybody? So, I plan on hunkering down today, and because it's raining outside and then it stopped. It's supposed to shower all day, the internet says, the weather program says, but my neighbor come pounding on my door a minute ago as I'm rolling up and said his fridge stopped working. So I was like, okay, what do you want me to do about it? He asked me if he had someone coming over. Someone he knew was coming over. He got a new fridge. He needs me and this guy to move the fridge out. That this guy'd be showing up in a black truck. Well, this guy did not show up in a black truck. He showed up in a fucking electric crotch rocket. I'm actually really impressed with it. I just met the guy. About to be helping this guy move the fridge for my neighbor. Which is funny. I asked my neighbor if I could use his truck to move that cab out if he had a hitch. He's like, I don't think my truck has a hitch. I'm like, dude, you have an Eddie Bauer truck, man. It's an Eddie Bauer Explorer. It's got a hitch on the back for sure. And I went back there. He has a hitch. So, he can put a hitch. He's got the receiver. You know what I mean? So I can put the hitch in there. I have one. So does he. After he said that I had one, he's like, I got one. It tells you how old he is, But we're about to go move this fridge and go check out this bike, dude. I haven't seen one up close. I've seen them on the internet. He says this thing that's like, he's about to go tell you, dude. He was all excited about explaining about it, but it's got a lot of fucking torque, like over 100 pounds of torque, dude. And supposedly it has like over 100 horsepower. That's insane. It has ABS, traction control. I asked him, I'm like, you gotta hold on, don't you? He's like, yeah. I'm impressed with it. It looks nice too. But at first I thought it was one of those cheap China-made crotch rockets. And like he got out the garbage because he was pulling the dolly behind him. I'm like, who is this weirdo, And then when I got up closer and he pulled up in my neighbor's driveway, I realized, I'm like, dude, your guy's here, but he didn't show up in the truck, dude. He showed up on this bike. And it's over here on the grass. It's pretty dope. He just got back. We're about to go move the fridge. But this thing is sweet. It's called a Zero SRF or ZF. It says ZF 15.6 on the motor. It says Z Force 75-10. That's probably the reduction or the motor. Something to do with the motor, the model number, or what it does. This thing looks tight. The brakes look good, It looks like it has good brakes, good tires. The tires say Diablo Rosso on them, 3s. Diablo Rosso, whatever you want to say it. It looks nice, man. It almost looked like a Lexus symbol for a second, but it says Cypher Plus on it. It's funny how they put the motor right here. That's exactly where you would put it. It makes sense. It's belt driven, I see. One drive, it's one gear. You don't have to shift or anything. You just give it gas and go. So it'd be convenient for somebody like Margarita, somebody that's new to it. It'd be a good training bike, actually. These are good to train people, girls and stuff. They could get used to riding the bike first, safely, learning how to brake, and handle it, which is the important stuff. And then they can learn the manual. Because a lot of times it can be overwhelming when, you got to do all that manual stuff and balance the bike. And, and you're forcing somebody into that doesn't have, any idea of how it works in the first place. That's how people get hurt.
How about this refrigerator? How wide is it?
So, we're going to bring this fridge in. Hopefully we don't have to take down the door or anything. Yeah, I've noticed him. He's stubborn. He just does things his way. But he's very helpful. I think it's going to fit, man.
I don't think so either. Get his tape.
No, it'll come through. Hey, it'll come through.
Okay?
Yeah, I think it's going to come through. We're going to be all right. Now that he has it moved, it looks like that The only thing we might have is problem with is the door handle in the actual fridge.
Hold it. He wants to leave that in there running, and then bring this one in, and then I load it.
Oh, alright.
Cause that's so full of shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
There's a lot of shit in there.
You know what? I can always move this out by myself too once you unload it. These things are white.
Well, I'll leave the hand cart. How's that sound?
I got one too. You can bring one. You can bring it home. I got a dolly. I don't know why.
No, my truck's in.
Oh, okay.
They're supposed to get it picked up today,
Alright, that's a good idea.
and then. I don't think so, because this is going to go in about 3 months, and then you're going to be moving it again. How do you like that?
I'll be gone. Like even, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. You move this here and that.
I know he's been feeding all the cats down here. I had to take care of a bunch of them died on me. Oh, I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what I said. That's why I took one in and got one of my own buildings right in there. Yeah, that's what I said to this one guy. This reported an issue. You can tell I've already like done like a lay of the land, you know, and you can tell there's only one of the two cats. And if you look at them too, they look identical to the mom. That's why she's good shit.
You want to get a handle on that?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, thank you. I would have been mad at her. Putting my hand on top. Alright. Good thing I ate this morning. Alright,
Lift up.
on the 3, ready?
Is off.
I got a scooter over. Now we can. Nope.
No
You
fun.
gotta slide the, you wanna slide the fridge down, like, you see it's on the, metal, it slid off the metal. You can, lift it up, see what I'm talking about?
Oh, it slid off?
Yeah. If you can lift up, it'll slide right up.
Okay, here we go right now.
Yeah, I know that, but it slid off the dolly, bub.
Got it? Or just stuck in the door?
I'm just grabbing the fridge.
Okay, right. I understand. What?
He has this fucking thermometer in the door. That's what. That thermometer caught me. Let me catch my breath for 1 second, please.
I didn't know hurry.
Alright, we're good. Come on.
House out of Dodge.
I knew it. That's the only way.
Okay, I'm gonna lift up right now. I'll go through that door that you're at.
Let's save up. Yeah, he's dead.
Hey, check the width of that door.
It's wide. It's wider than the door that we just brought it through.
Okay?
Here you go. Once you roll.
Yeah.
Put this thing down for a second.
Probably on wheels.
Yeah, I gotta pull that metal thing around so we can actually turn it.
We're going sideways?
Yeah, I'll try to turn it the wrong way. At least we can get it in here, right?
Now that'll get it in.
Yeah.
I'll hold it.
Yeah, I had to get the handle through first.
Okay.
Wow. Alright. name, Jim. Thanks, Jim.
You call me Digger.
Digger, that's a good name for you. Fits you.
Well, I was in the maintenance of cemetery for 35 years.
Oh, that's why, huh? That's a lot of work.
Yeah, well.
That's hard work. Sorry about that, fellas. We had to get this stupid thing in. My the old guy over here said his name is Digger. He used to dig graveyards, man. How'd you get into that job?
Oh, they needed help, and so
That's
my
an odd
brother
job.
moved me in. Come on in.
That's crazy.
Yep, it's crazy, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Got any questions about this thing?
I was actually gonna ask you.
Okay.
My camera was messing up and it knocked over. We just had to pick up this fridge. Dude, I seen this thing. I ain't never seen one in person, man. Would you like to explain a little bit about it? Why'd you buy it? And
Okay, I've been searching Zero since 2017. They've been in business since 2010.
it's called Zero? Okay.
Zero is the name of the company out of Santa Cruz, California that has it.
Oh,
And when they came up with the lithium batteries, they could go further and further.
right. I use them on my laptops.
3 years ago, without the lithium, you could only go 100 miles,
Right.
which wasn't enough. I'm getting 180 miles off this motorcycle.
One
And
charge
one
per
charge,
charge?
110.
That's insane.
110. Okay, it's
That's crazy.
110 electric motor. It's got traction control
That's insane.
because of the 140 foot-pounds of torque.
That's a lot of torque if you think about it. They don't even have that in cars.
I got 190,
That's insane.
140. Yeah, so
It's a lot of power regardless. That's even torque. You know what I mean? I took them around it already.
right. Okay,
It's really nice, you know. I didn't know it came from Santa Cruz. That's cool.
it's got belt drive.
It's nice.
ZeroMotorcycles.com. You could go on there. And
ZeroMotorcycles.com.
they got about 8 more brands that you could get from it.
And you're thinking like a single charge, 180 miles. If you think about it, is probably like $1 maybe in electricity. $2, $3. I was trying to figure it out. $3.
19 kilowatt motor,
Right.
so you're charging that up to 100%.
So you're thinking, gas today, which is gas is non-renewable, even though they run these nuclear plants and stuff. But we're getting better at technology. That's what the story is actually on my channel is about, is global warming.
Okay.
And I've seen the Great Lakes rise.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of stuff, and I've also watched technology improve significantly.
Yes.
Like my cars and stuff. It was unimaginable pushing these motors that we have to 3,000 horsepower and being able to race them and then still garage them and drive them on the street. It's insane.
Fuel injection.
And then now you're doing this. This is what we need to do. We got to go to electricity. That's the only way we're going to be able to save this earth.
Charging station, stage 2.
Right.
You can plug in right here and do it in about an hour and a half. Get it up to 100% if you run it down to 0. So you just got to have the app to find a charging
Right.
station.
Which makes sense because solar power is renewable. I've been looking at the technology. It really surprises me and blows my mind that you have so many people that are stubborn. They're willing to pay $1,200 a month for their electricity, grow marijuana and all these other things when they could be running solar power and it would pay for itself within a year or two. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. Exactly.
And a lot of these systems, reason why they don't buy them is because they're expensive, but you can build them cheaper than they cost man, my lungs hurt. I inhaled some phlegm.
Yeah.
And now it hurts. But yeah, this is really nice. I actually thought it was one of those cheap China things until you rolled up. I'm like, no, that's the real deal.
Okay, so Zero gives you a 5-year warranty on the battery.
Really?
They can
Okay.
pull this battery off. It doesn't go in the trash.
Which is
They're
nice.
able to rejuvenate it.
That's
to
nice.
100%
Huh.
and put it back in. So it's not going into no dump yard.
So we had a problem with it at Michigan Imports where I was working at.
Right.
I ran it with inventory. I changed that company. They needed help in a sense. That's not that they didn't know what they were doing. They needed help. Well, their batteries, they had a contract with Nissan, and all the Nissan cars, the prototypes that were coming in, were able to, they basically were storing them. And once they were marked off, we were allowed to keep whatever we wanted. We had to, basically for scrap metal, but we weren't allowed to do anything with it. Well, those batteries, nobody was taking them in. We actually had a problem with it. And the company, Nissan didn't even know what to do with them. Nissan was like, what the fuck are we doing with these? And it created a problem, and they tried to put it on us, which is funny. And then I actually had to go through with the contract with my boss and see, the contract that they wrote up and say, hey, we're not responsible for this. This you wrote and said we're not responsible for it. You take care of it. And they figured it out. But it was hard because the batteries, you had to box them up and you couldn't remove them like he said, how you can just remove it. We had to pay 10 guys on the floor, you know, 10, 15 bucks an hour, and, you know, they didn't know what they were doing. So it's always nice to have something like the engineers actually thought about that, you know, for future development.
Aerospace engineer started Zero Company back
That's
in
probably
2008,
why.
and he's got all kinds of
See what
great
I'm saying?
ideas.
He's smart.
He's got the right people that he can call on to get the job done.
That's why you bought it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's also why I don't see one either, though. It's because this guy's eccentric and it's new, you know. This is the future, man. I'm telling you.
The first new nerd on the block.
I'm serious. Well, yeah.
That's all, but
Yeah. Although, like, I actually admire, like, all the people from the 70s, like, that create all the programming and stuff that I use. I'm a big Linux geek, so,
right.
you know, I do programming myself, and a lot of people, actually, they don't look at me like that, you know what I mean? They think I'm just somebody else. I'm not.
You got to delve into what you do or not. Just let them think what they think, and I'll just be
I like
me.
this guy. I like this guy already.
Okay, I got to go.
Yeah, thank you for, nice meeting you. You're, Digger, right?
Digger, yes.
All right, they call me Retrospect.
Retrospect,
Yeah,
okay.
because I always, perspective on everything.
Exactly.
So, yeah, dude, I hope I see you again, man. Be safe.
Here.
Yeah, this is cool,
It's
man.
running now, except that the kickstand's the kill switch.
Really? It is? See, when I didn't even hear it roll up until I just heard the gear whining.
Okay, this green light says that I can go. I got 163 miles
Okay.
to go before I run it out in the 89%. And if I turn the throttle,
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, that's all torque.
that's all torque.
That's what
you know?
matters, too. People don't understand that. They think horsepower is the name of the game. It's the torque. So,
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you take care, man.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too, Digger,
Okay,
man.
man.
Yeah, hopefully you're not digging more gears.
Not this week.
No, not this week. Okay. Yeah, dude, that thing is cool, man. I really thought it was one of those cheap China, like, wind-up toys, you know, you buy, you know, those little two-cycle things. Just bigger. Yeah, dude, that thing's, I bet money. That thing's quick. It's gotta be.
Okay, here we go.
It's gotta be. You gotta remember, it's wet, too. And he has no helmet on. It's wet. You know what I mean? He's stopping. Listen, I guarantee you that thing would have took off. That thing would have spun tires. Listen, I've been on electric vehicles. Those things ain't no joke. Those things are awesome. So, what he's gonna do is gonna change out the food and all that. And then I'm just gonna take out the fridge. And since the fridge is bad, I'm gonna put it in the, I'm probably gonna stuff it in the cab of the truck.
Online learning. MichiganOnlineSchool.com to learn more. That's
So, hey, old man. Yo,
What?
when you're done with this, let me know. And what I'm gonna do is stuff this in that truck, and I'm gonna drag that truck to the scrapyard, and then later today, you know, we'll take it to the scrapyard. 'Cause you're not gonna need this anymore. It's dead.
Yeah, it works good. It's good. It's fucking up on me lately. Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you want to keep it? If you want to keep it, I won't
No,
scrap
I
it.
don't want to keep it.
All right. Well, let me know when you're done. All right.
Take it.
Yeah. We will. We'll take care of it. Six. I gotta get out of here. Oh, no wonder why it's terrible in here, man. That's why I don't even like having Mentora in my house, man. I don't. I love animals, but not in my house, man. It's been driving me crazy. It's why I trained them all the time. That's why I spend so much time with them. That house smells disgusting. I hate to say it. Side door's locked. Even though I have a key, but my front door is wide open. I just didn't want to walk across my carpet. My shoes are kind of wet, you know? So I guess we are going to be taking the truck back. Works. It works out. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to upload the video when Bill gets down here. I'm going to get set up and all that. That's what I'm about to do. When Bill gets down here, we're going to the scrapyard. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. That's the mission. God has other plans. So I got to go move this damn nasty ass fridge and all that other stuff. So, but it gives me a reason to use this truck as well. So see how God does that shit? I needed a truck. Now, you know, I have a truck. So I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless.